guys, and welcome back to my channel. For today's video, I'm going to be doing a what my family ate for dinner this week, plant-based edition. I don't know if that's going to be the official title, but whatever the title is down below is what I ended up naming this video. I haven't done a video like this where I actually haven't done any what I eat in a days or what I eat in a weeks on this channel, but you guys seem to like my grocery hauls. So this is kind of a deeper look into what I make with those groceries that I purchase and what it's like to eat plant-based for an entire week of dinners. So this week is going to look a little bit different than our normal family dinners, and that's because I'm partaking in a pantry clear out challenge. Without further ado, let us hop into this week of family dinners. For tonight's dinner, I am making chicken pot pie, but plant-based edition, of course. So we're going to be using some Morningstar chicken tender strips. And I had a bunch of frozen veggies I needed to use up, so I used up a little bit of this bag, a little bit of this bag, and then a little bit of green beans. So those are all empty. I used a little bit of the corn, but I wanted to save some of this because I can use this in other recipes in the week. And I'm going to be using these. I don't know if I'm going to use all of them, but most of them. Other stuff that's going to get used up: a thing of vegetable broth, a thing of biscuits, and some leftover cashew cream. So for Wednesday's dinner, I am going to be making a vegetable curry, and I'm going to be using up these 4 potatoes and this half of cauliflower. And I have 2 potatoes left, but I'm going to try and save those for a different dinner this week. I'm also going to cook up some jasmine rice in the Instant Pot, and I may or may not add a can of chickpeas to this. So I just tossed the cauliflower and potato in a few spices. I just did salt, pepper, paprika, garlic, and curry powder. I am going to be frying up a can of garbanzo beans, just sauteing them in a frying pan with some of the same spices and maybe some onion. And then I'm going to serve all of this on the side with some rice. So tonight's dinner is going to be another Instant Pot dinner. This one I'm excited to do because I'm going to be using up a lot of canned stuff, and the canned stuff is really what was my priority to use up this month. The recipe I'm going to be using, I'll link down below. It's from Minimalist Baker, and it is the one pot red lentil chili. I just adapt this to the Instant Pot. I have this binder that I just labeled vegan recipes, and I just print out any recipes that I want to use or try, hole punch them, and then put them in this binder, and that way I have all of the ones that I like to use, and if I make changes on them, I just make the changes on the recipe. And it's a super easy way to keep all of the recipes that you like together, because this is kind of how I cook. I like to use recipes online and just make them work for me. But for tonight's chili, I'm going to be using up this little leftover of a can of tomato paste, which I'm really happy because a lot of times this goes bad on me. I can never use like a full can in a recipe. Not many recipes call for a full can of tomato paste, so a lot of times it goes bad and I only use half. So I'm going to be using the rest of this. I'm going to be using an onion, a bell pepper, some of this frozen corn, can of red kidney beans, can of black beans, 2 cans of fire roasted diced tomatoes. You can just use regular diced tomatoes for this recipe. They don't have to be fire roasted, but I prefer the roasted ones. And then some red lentils, which I have a whole jar full of, and I even have some more that didn't fit in the jar. So that's basically it. It's really simple. You basically just chop everything, throw it in the pot,